Hello. Today I thought I would show you a little flip through of my winter journal from 2024. Started this book in January this year. And this was an old notebook that my mom had, and I had kept it. She died in 2015. So I had kept it all these years and looked through it a few times. There was nothing in it that was like, it wasn't a diary or anything. It was like instructions on how to run the computer when she first got it in minute detail. It wasn't anything. It was in her handwriting, so that's why I didn't just toss it. And also the cover is my favorite color, so I'm going to decorate that further, but I did tear out some pages too because it was getting pretty chunky. As you can see, it doesn't really want to close all the way. So I was just playing around with different decorating ideas, junk journal type decorating ideas. It isn't really a sampler book, although it could possibly end up that way, and it certainly would be a good idea of a way to do a junk journal sample book of different techniques. So in the front cover, it already had these pockets in it. So I did a little collage here. I don't know if there was a logo there or something. There may have been. But this is one of my little collages from my collage book, which I did a flip through video of that you can check out. And then this little booklet was in some stuff that my niece gave me, I think. And I added some pages into it. The cardstock part was already done, and I added the dot paper into it. So there's plain side, dotted side, lots of space to write or draw or take notes. And then I did them like as a fold out idea, which is funny. I haven't done that again since, but that's why I need to look through it every once in a while to remind myself of some of the techniques and things that I can do. So I love that honeycomb design. And so January, as you see, I wanted to make art. So that's what I did. That needs to be touched a bit. There's a little tab on this pocket with a punched out flower and a bunch of punched out snowflakes. And then this Winter Wonderland, this is off the cover, I think, of one of the local lifestyle magazines. So they have beautiful photos in them. So I often will harvest the good stuff out of them. So there's another part of that same picture off the front of the magazine. A little bit of book page showing some more snowflakes and flowers, wood grain flowers. And then this little notepad is similar to the smaller ones that I did a video on not too long ago. Has the fold over tab, which I think was just a piece of scrapbook paper, and then coffee dyed paper in a couple of sizes, just torn edges. Not very many pages in it because I did want to be able to put it into this book without it getting too thick. So there's that. And I think I was doing about a page a day at first, and then it went to a page a week, and then kind of got slower and slower. So this also has a pocket. This is a divider page from the book. You can see underneath it's that yellow manila color paper. So it might have been right at the beginning, or I might have ripped out a bunch of pages that were in front of it. I can't remember. So I wrapped this collage from the front around onto the back. And there's a little quote there. Snow was falling so much like stars filling the dark trees that one could easily imagine its reason for being was nothing more than prettiness, by Mary Oliver. So I don't know if that was out of the article from this magazine, or if it was just something that I found. There's another little collage down on this pocket cover. And inside the pocket, there's this little, I guess it's not really a journaling card because it's pretty on both sides, but it's a spa place that I have gone to before, and it's local to my area. And it had some beautiful winter scenes of this buildings around the spa, and there's some snowflakes. So this is quite a collage. Live in the moment and escape the winter blues. It's a rather dreary looking color scheme, but it makes me happy because I've been to this spa and I really loved it there. So what you seek is seeking you. And then I've signed this one, Jag 24. And then this page has an envelope flip up. So I've decorated the front with a picture from a calendar, I believe, or maybe it's out of an art book or magazine. It's got a picture frame around it. Some punched out white snowflakes. And then another little boy skating with the puppy. He's fallen down. Puppy's trying to convince him to get back up. And then I've just tucked some tags in here. Tags and tickets. They don't really mean anything. Canadian holidays in Canada. Canada by Air. And then just a little vintage looking snippet. And then this page has lots of snowflakes and flowers, some trees and stars in the background, focus on the good, and some little deer. And then I've reinforced along the spine here. This is where the page would have torn out of the book. So I reinforced that with a piece of that newspaper magazine page. And then this page has a little tuck spot with, looks like a Tom Thompson or Group of Seven image. A couple of tags and things that I've made. Nice little journaling spot / bookmark size. This one's cute with the little owls in the corner, and it's collaged. And then the back side has a bit of bees, book page, and a place to write a little note or whatever. So that would be, I would classify that as a journaling card. There's plenty of room to write on it. In the background behind the tuck spot is a collage of all winter scenes and blues and grays. Kindness is contagious. And then I've got winter 2023, 2024. I think that's out of the magazine. And then I just stuck these in here for some extra color. I love that owl one. And then this little pocket was inspired by, I think it was a treasure book video of some little notebooks that she made, or a envelope notebook that she made, and she had this same sort of owl on it, and it just sort of inspired me to create something of that aesthetic. So this is a paper bag bottom pocket, so it could hold a lot more ephemera, but I just have a faux burlap tag in there, another little notepad with a magazine page topper. Nothing special, just some lined paper. And then this little journaling card has some pine cones and pine needles, a little bit of a blank spot up at the top. And then the back side has a Victoria house drawing and some book page and some more pine cones and Moments Matter. So this is one that I made from scratch. I don't remember what the base of it was, but some sort of cardstock. And then up in the top corner, we've got a Dollar Tree Valentine's Day booklet, which were silver, and they had some red hearts and flowers design. And I've just covered it over with some music page and some purple flowers. And then another one of my clusters, Do What You Love. Came right out of my cluster book. There's a video on that, if I didn't mention it already. And then this page, this is just the lined paper pages. So I've made sure to go over the seam again where you'd rip off the page. And this page is just this pretty periwinkle blue paper, a little bit of paper bag along the edge, a little bit of purple. This is off of the front of a book of stamps. A little butterfly, To Be Happy is a Choice, and a little bit of purple. So I was really trying to combine pink, purple, blue for this wintry color scheme. This is a printable tag that I made with some interestingly coordinated ribbon because the back is green and there's a green stripe in the ribbon. And then this little journaling card is long and skinny. It could be a bookmark. And just a nice winter scene of, it looks like a neighborhood with lots of trees and snow on the ground. Kind of a misty look to it. And then this side has, it's still on just the lined paper, so it's glued over that seam. Put some more paper bag along the edge. And I'm pretty sure this little pocket on the front is an envelope that's been glued down, and I've put some wine, sweet memories, a little flower, some more paper bag, lots of inking going on here. And then these are some of the first tags that I made using napkins or tissue paper. Actually, I think it was tissue wrapping paper with the confetti in it. And I did this with like liquid white glue, so it's very stiff, crinkled, a little bit sparkly. I can't remember if I put that sparkle on or if that was just in the tissue paper. It's pretty though. And then I've used the punch along the edges, and this was on purple cardstock. So this isn't really the kind of thing I would do now, but I still kind of like it. It looks a little, I don't know, cheap or something, but I do like that sparkly look, as you can tell by my fingernails this week. The next page is another winter scene. I love these dark blue or black and blue winter scenes, sky scenes. I have some tags in here, but I want to show you the background. This is the same, the pocket is the same paper as that little booklet at the front, and then I've put one of my collage clusters on there. This was a little piece of something that my mom cut out, I'm not sure when, maybe in an art class that she used to go to using someone else's dies. And then this is out of that magazine. This little booklet folds down. It's got a couple pages of lined paper, and then it tucks back up underneath that little piece of purple paper. And everyone's coming for the holiday visit. These are just some plain tags. That one's not decorated at all. And then a little green and purple one that I think were from my mom's stash. And this is the center out of a tissue box. I've just backed it with some brown paper and inked the edges. Kind of suits my color scheme. And then this page is backed with paper bag. We've got a tree in front of that, a cardinal layered up to look like a little postage stamp. Be grateful. And then this little booklet of lined paper I made out of a scalloped circle punch that I have. And a few pages, and I didn't want it to get too thick. And then I've covered the staple with just a little snippet of purple fabric. And this is out of that same magazine article. And then I think that quote is out of the article too. And then just a little tuck spot out of some scrapbook paper. These are from my mom's stash. I put a brown one in there just to go with the paper bag. And this is just a little piece I cut out of a calendar. The little mini pictures of what's in the calendar. Don't forget about those little mini pictures when you're harvesting a calendar. Now this page I really enjoyed doing. I had this beautiful 8.5 by 11. I don't even think it was scrapbook paper. I think it was 8.5 by 11 paper with the blue and the trees. So I wanted it to be a continuous pattern across the page, kind of. So the notebook lifts up and there's paper underneath there. And this is glued right down. And then I thought maybe this was a pocket, but I don't think it is. It's just a little collage at the bottom of the page. I'm pretty sure this was out of my mom's stash, and so was this one. I think it was when she was doing the dyeing with shaving cream. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. And then she's embossed it with a snowman effect. So some of you that were in the craft class that she went to, it wasn't really a class, it was just a get together where you would bring your supplies and you might use each other's supplies while you were there, because I don't think she had an embossing machine, but she might have used one of her friends. So if that was you, comment down below, let me know if you remember that. And then this is a journaling card that I made with that same paper. And then this is a little picture of a ceramic tile out of a magazine and a little feather. I think the glitter was on there, and it just says nature. And then the back side says notes, and that's a feather, another feather, and a butterfly with some lined paper as the backing. And then I've signed that one too. One of my early works, but I still like that one. And I just like the way the trees kind of flow along that whole spread. Winter vibes. And then the next page, we've got some music paper. I love this picture of the rail fence with snow on it, and it's a pocket. Cut that scallop out with my whale tail tab punch. And this is just a little printable from somewhere. And then the tags that I've put in here is like the ends of pine trees with some snow and ice on them. And that's just on cardstock, like from packaging or something. And then a dragonfly postcard, printable. Lift the dragonfly up. And then just some music note, printable on a gray cardstock. Just kind of the colors kind of go. And then this side has that same colored paper on here with a little picture of a pair of doors, little French doors, a little piece of measuring tape. I just love this old house with the brick and the porch and the snow on the roof. And then this is a little lift up journaling spot notepad, the deckled edge at the bottom poking out. And then here we've got some red introduced. I don't work with red a lot, but I did on this page because I had a cardinal to incorporate. So I put some more little bits of red. There's a red house there against the pond. And this is, I have a whole package of these envelopes. They're the letter size envelopes, and I fold it in half and retrimmed the edges here so that it looks like two separate pockets, but it's really all one. And I've just got a couple of tags and stuff in there. We've got one with the music paper and the glitter and the tissue paper. And that's a printable. And then this is, I think, off the front of a Christmas card, pretty sure. And I've just either covered something up there or just wanted to add a little sentiment there. That's that side. And over on this side, I've got a printable little receipt or something, and then a tag that I've just decorated a little bit. There's one more thing in here. Oh, a gray printable tag. It's not even punched out. I can go back and play with this some more maybe next winter. Maybe before January, before I'm ready to start a fresh book, I can go back and play a little bit with what I've already done. Something's not letting me fold there. I needed to probably glue that down. Something's just being stubborn. There we go. So again, I think that's from a Christmas card. And then this is a paper bag that I've glued down. I love this. My soul will find yours, Jude Devereaux. All hearts go home to nest. Piece that together. Kind of ties in with the bird. And here we've got more of a purpley page. We're getting closer to February here, I think. Yeah, February is the next page. So I was already feeling it. Starting to feel the February vibe. So we've got postage stamp, printable, and a ticket, a little notepad with a pretty pink and sunset scene. This is off of that magazine, a local magazine. Just a picture of a plant, house plant. An envelope flip, another little journaling card. I thought that's not, yeah, that isn't a pocket. It's just come loose. Just more little bits of pink. And in this little envelope flip, we've got some more things. We've got a little notepad. This is like pearly paper with a little pink tab and lined paper inside. Just a few sheets so it's not too thick. And then a dragonfly card, journaling card. These I did on paper that's a little thick. I usually go a little thinner now. But those are both just pretty. I was like starting to feel like we needed some pink in our lives. And I did a little collage on the back of the envelope there. Some textured paper. And then this one is the beginning of February. So I've got a bright pink envelope here that's glued down just for storage. And inside there I've got another one of those cards that I made. There's always something to be thankful for. And then this is one that my mom made. So she's got some pink metallic paper for the handle and spout and lid of the teapot, and then some toile, pink toile. And that would have been the top of a card that she was going to make. Some music paper. And then this is a low tuck spot here with some alcohol ink photo paper that I did. I'll have to do a video on that. I haven't done that in a while, and it was fun. So just a collage on the background, and then this low tuck. And in the low tuck, I've put one of these little, it's actually a punch out, a card that you can punch out. Just looks like a little box with a place to write. And then You Are My Everything. These are little printable Valentine's tickets, I guess. And I've printed them on some cards, or glued them on some cardstock and put some lined paper on the back. So you could just write a little love note on it. And then we're going into the more purples, still with some wintry night sky paper, snowflakes, some textured paper, music. And then this was from a 6x6 notepad that I had. I just thought those roses were really pretty, and that's a cutout from a calendar. And then another one of these, this is actually one that you can pop out of its surrounding paper. And I may do that someday. Just some little, this one was a little printable. Hey, Mama Cat. And then these ones I made with some punch outs that I had done with the snowflakes. Just made little cards. This is kind of crude, but it's pretty. And then, hi, Mama. Yeah, I'm just doing a video. That's our cat, Mama Cat. She had 3 babies at once, so we stopped calling her Eve and started calling her Mama Cat. And that's just stuck. So there's another envelope flip out, done in purples and pinks, decorated with a collage. And then inside of that, I've put some papers that I might want to use in the future to add more to these pages, which I often do. So if I just stuck these back in my stash, they would be disappeared. I would never know where to find them again. So now if I want to go back and do more decorating on this page or on another page, I've got some coordinating items. And then I've got a deep pocket here with a couple of big tags in it. So this is out of a date book or something that I had. And it's just a nice thick, it has a handmade feel to it, but I don't really think it's handmade paper. And then this is a card that I made, a journaling card with a pocket on it, and then another little journaling card in the pocket. Some writing space on the front. Chase the Sun, which we're all starting to do come February. So I thought that was all very pretty. And then we're into a little bit more of a pink vibe. And at the bottom here, we have a pocket that was an envelope. So I made a few of these sort of envelopes where they fold over, and I stamped and added some papers on the inside and some different things tucked in here. This was just from the cover of this scrapbook paper. So it just said roses, and I just made that a tiny little journaling card that goes in this little spot. And then these ones were, that's a printable of some, like a rug or a placemat. And then this one I think was from my mom's stash. Just sort of suited the color scheme. And then another envelope flip. I was enjoying doing those. You don't have a soul, you are a soul. You have a body, by C.S. Lewis. And then some Valentine's-y little inserts, theater ticket, XO ticket, and another little pre-made from a kit. I think that was my mom's. And then this is scrapbook paper in the back, and there's a bunch more little lovely tickets here. A little round one with roses, a little square one with a shoe, just the right colors, more of that roses cardstock. And that was a printable that I backed onto some cardstock. And another little sort of farmhouse looking thing. Just a few more pages. There's another one of my envelopes that I decorated with some stencils. Made sure there was something pretty to poke through from behind. But then there's also Sweet Memories, a vellum tag in there. See if I can get that to show through the window. There. And there's lots of room in there for more stuff. And then that was before I had any of the other punches. So that's the scallop punch. Not the best for entering into a pocket, but there it is. And this one is just a complete collage page using the scallop punch mostly. I just randomly punched out some things from magazines and used them. And this is out of a calendar. So it's a nice thick card, and I used that to reinforce over the edge where you would tear the page out. Here we have a little bit more subdued with a little bit of pink. This map had a pink border. This is close to where I live, right near the Alderville Reserve. Some more Valentine's tickets in this little pocket, which is on like a handmade paper. And this was just a little 6x6 scrapbook cardstock page that I thought would be good just to write some notes on, or love notes. And then this was an idea for the corner flip down. It could also be a pocket, but I glued it down. It could be a tuck spot. And then this is a bigger one that folds out on some coffee dyed paper. So again, I just need to look through this every once in a while so I remember things like that. Here's a pocket, but I don't have anything in it. Good collage in the background there, using some magazine page showing some brick, a bit of the map from the page before, and some music notes. Here's a long skinny notebook that I did with some of that country calendar. Just a real skinny strip left over for some coffee dyed paper. And I had the strip, so I thought I'll put those two together. And I've positioned the staples on a diagonal here to follow in that pattern, and you hardly even notice them. And this is magazine page with the brick, the really rustic brick, and just a collage in behind. I do like collaging. On this page, we have another little notebook in this tuck spot. Just a collage, this little journaling card, very small. This notebook is cute. It's just file folder. It's got a tuck spot on the front, and then just some plain paper inside. Playing around with different sizes and shapes of those. We got a couple envelopes tucked into the side tuck. A strip collage on the back there. Another little ticket. This little envelope I made. It's not really an envelope. It's a flip down journaling space with a dragonfly sticker. And this is an envelope with this Irish blessing on the front and a little postage stamp and then I haven't got anything in this one, but you certainly could tuck some treasures in there. I think I would like this down at the bottom so you can see the dragonfly. And then the other dragonfly, and then the green. So you do kind of artfully arrange things in these too. So there's another like collage, not so much collage, but a fairly plain background. And then this is a collage strip that I've used as a tuck spot along here, and I've just tucked this little bird that I think was from a note, little thank you card or something. But I liked the glittered scalloped edge and the glittered dots. And then that's as far as I got. I'll just show you. This is my mom's handwriting, so I didn't take all of it out yet. And then there's one more page with a pocket. So I may do more in this. Still quite a bit of paper that I can harvest out of this to use in little notebooklets and stuff. But there's not much more room. I mean, if I do any more pages, I'm going to have something wrapping around to hold it closed. But I do love this book, so I hope you've enjoyed seeing it. It was my winter musing before I really got into doing videos and things. And so I just wanted to share it with you today. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you know someone else that would enjoy this, please share it with them. Tell me what you did or even what you didn't like about this. Maybe you don't like the fact that I covered up some of my mom's handwriting, but you're entitled to your opinion. Let me know what you think. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, but most of all, have a great day. Thanks for watching.